I smoked for 25 years and quit at 45. Most quit smoking attempts fail, not from weakness, but because no one tells you what nicotine withdrawal really feels like after 40. That includes the cravings, the timeline, the tricks that actually work. There's popular videos out there on YouTube about quitting smoking. And to me, it seems like these people are speaking from the finish line, or they're doctors, and possibly like they're even people that have never smoked a day in their life. So this video, it's gonna hit different. Today, I'm breaking down every step from the first brutal 72 hours to the 3-month mark where everything changed. The turning point. Even if you're younger, this experience applies. What I learned quitting at 45 can help anyone break free from years of smoking habits. Like at 45, I couldn't ignore it anymore. My breathing, it just felt heavy. My mornings, it's like dragging through the mud. I stay in really good physical shape through my work, right? It's very physical, but even the stamina that I usually have, it wasn't there, and it just wasn't where it needed to be. And then it hit me. I was fast forwarding my own age. Every cigarette was stealing time from my second half. I had a choice: change now or accept the ending I was writing for myself. So I quit. Not perfectly, not easily, but with intention. What happened next is exactly what I wish someone would have told me in graphic detail years ago. Although, knowing my younger self, I probably would have brushed it aside anyways. Let me walk you through the smoking recovery timeline. But 20 minutes after your last cigarette, okay, your heart rate is going to drop. Your blood pressure starts to normalize. Now, personally, I didn't feel it, and I doubt you will either. But knowing it's happening just gave me that proof, right? That straw to grab onto that I was actually doing this. That first 72 hours. This is where most people break. Okay, nicotine withdrawal peaks here. Nicotine is completely out of your system, or almost completely out of your system. I'll tell you what, your brain, it's screaming for it. The cravings aren't just physical anymore, they're emotional. As in, who am I without this thing I've been doing for 25 years? You have to plan for what you'll do instead. Here's what saved me: the 3-step nicotine patch. And by the way, it didn't eliminate cravings. It just numbed them. Just numbed them enough that I could cope and redirect. Without it, I don't think I would have made it past day 3. By the way, anything that I used on this journey of quitting smoking, I put down in the description. Plus, there's lots of other great stuff down there, so go check it out if you want. Anyways, where was I? One in particular, and that was it. And that's vivid dreams, and that came from the patch. Yeah, so those dreams, they started really strong at first, and then they began tapering off as I progressed through, the steps, step 1, step 2, and step 3. So you may experience something else, but myself, that's the only side effect that I had. At the 2-week mark, your taste should come back, according to anything that I read. For me, I don't even know if that happened. Even months later, it's mostly consistent. That includes my smell. So I'm not sure if I permanently damaged myself somehow by smoking, because I can't really tell that difference. Not at this point. But I'll keep you updated. And which reminds me, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss this journey. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, right, breathing. Breathing starts to improve. Not dramatically, but I noticed even when I was laying down, I started to notice that my breathing was just becoming easier. Fast forward a little bit to the 1-month area, and that's where your energy starts to return, right? That morning brain fog, it starts to lift. And actually, energy at 3 p.m., not a fake buzz from nicotine and caffeine, it crashes 20 minutes later. No, your sleep quality, it jumps. I woke up feeling rested. Work stamina, that started to return gradually. To the point where I was testing how hard I could push myself before my lungs were starting to feel like they were burning. Now the exciting part, and something to look forward to, is that 3-month transformation. This is where your lung function increases by 20 to 30%. Now, these numbers range all over the place, and I don't think the exact number really matters, but it is enough, and it makes enough of a difference that's between okay, just to put it in real terms, that 20-30%, it's like when you wake up and you have to be coughing before you can really get doing anything, and like you're spitting down the sink or in the toilet. I know, disgusting, I know, but you and I, we both know that's how she rolls. But that's the difference. You wake up in the morning and that's not happening, okay? You're able to control that. So you'll still have the odd hack attack, you might call it, but it's not gonna be nearly the same. So the actual percentage doesn't really matter, but that is the difference, okay? Also, your mood stabilizes. You don't have this, you're not so irritable. Plus, the money, $600 a month saved, that's $7,200 a year. Now invested in my future self. Better food, supplements, equipment for this channel. High five. If you're thinking of quitting, or you're on day 1, day 3, week 2, or maybe you're just warming up to the idea, we're all rebuilding together. Also, I'm gonna put a playlist right here. For more content about reclaiming energy, health, and your second half, hit subscribe. We're just getting started. And stay on your path.